Hey everyone, it's Keely here, and today I'm sharing a layout and process video for Scrap Squad. And today I'm using Scraplift 11 for my inspiration for this page. You should be able to see the Scraplift in the top right hand corner, and I'll also add the link to the original in the description below. You can also check out the Scrap Squad Facebook group. We upload a new Scraplift every week, and we love seeing all the different interpretations of the lift. So I've pulled it out the Daydream collection by Coco Vanilla. I've made quite a few layers with this now, so I am kind of scrimping on embellishments and things, and I'm fussy cutting lots out as well. But I do have a fair amount of the paper left. So in the original layout, there was lots of torn paper. Now, this isn't something I do very often. I do love distressing my papers with my scissors, but it's very rare that I tear my papers, but I really do love the effect of this on a scrapbook layout. I think it adds so much texture and detail to a page. I've pulled my photograph out already, and the photo I'm going to scrap is of one of Darcy, and I think this might have been taken last year. I've got so many photos of her in the backyard blowing bubbles and things like that, and even out front doing the same. So it's one of her favourite things to do when the weather's nice. So she's just in the backyard, and obviously, like I said, I think it definitely was taken last year when we was first went into lockdown. We were very grateful, even though we have a very small outdoor space. Last year, with the lockdown, we were so grateful to have that little bit of space so that we could go outside and the children could play. It definitely makes you realise, the things that you do have and how lucky you are, even though, we haven't got a big back garden with lots of grass and, the kids can't really run around. But they did have some space to play outside, which during lockdown we was very, very grateful for. So I've torn the edges of my papers. I did pop off camera just because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do for the mixed media element on this page. I am trying to experiment a little bit more with mixed media, but I am not the most confident person when it comes to mixed media, even though I have managed to get some nicer supplies. I've got some distress oxides. I do have the gesso, thanks to, I think it was a video Missy Widden did for Scrap Academy. I did buy some gesso to see if that'd make me any better at mixed media, and I just don't think I've not got the natural talent when it comes to mixed media. So off camera, I did splatter some gold mist along the bottom of where the papers will be, and then going down under where my photo would be. I have cut the photo down to, I think it's 3 by 3, or it might just be a little bit smaller to allow for the white border. And now I'm fussy cutting out some more of the florals. I'm running out of the florals on this this pattern paper because I did have 2, but I used the other side of one of them, which I am massively regretting now because I could have done with another page of those gorgeous florals. So I have fussy cut out the florals so that I can add those to a couple of areas on the page. I've got quite a large one there, which I think was only half of the floral cluster, but because I'm tucking it underneath, you can't tell. So definitely cut out those edge pieces as well when you've got a floral paper that you can fussy cut, because tucking them in and things, you wouldn't be able to tell that it's not a full piece. Again, I don't think this one here, which I'm tucking to the side of my photo, is a full floral cluster either. And I'm just tucking them in various places. And as well, I'm trying to kind of put the colours around. So I've got a blue flower on each side of my photo. I'm going to have a light pink one at the top and a light pink one at the bottom as well. In the original layout, there wasn't a cluster on the bottom of the page, but I just felt like mine needed a little something at the bottom. So I decided to add a cluster in there. Like I said, when it comes to a Scraplift, you don't have to copy exactly. You can add your own touches to the layout as well. There's certain things on the original that you're not so keen on, you don't have to include on your own layout. So it really is just a starting point and picking little bits from the original for inspiration, or you can more or less copy it exactly if you'd like to. So I've added this little circle piece at the top of my photograph. Again, it was a half-used embellishment, but because I'm tucking it in, you can't tell. So it's like one die cut and I've got 2 pages out of it. So definitely if things are going to be hidden underneath papers or photographs and things, cut them up and save pieces so that you can use them on other layouts as well. I've fussy cut these rainbows from one of the pattern papers. I really love the colours, and these rainbows inspired this page for the colours. I really love the navy, the lovely pink, and then there's the light pink as well and the light blue. I really love that colour combo. So that's kind of where the inspiration for the colours of this page came from. There's a lot of yellow in this collection as well, but for this page I did not use anything with yellow on. I think I'm sticking down my rainbows now. I have distressed them, which has given them a little bit more texture, and I think it gives them more of an illusion that they are real die cuts from a pack of embellishments. It just creates a little bit of shadow underneath them, which I really like the look of. I've got a little, I think this was actually from one of the cutter parts, and it's a little banner piece which is underneath my photo, which says fun, and I really like how that looks. I've also got to the side, which I'm going to start attaching soon, lots of little florals that I've fussy cut from the pattern paper with the florals on. Again, these are very, very tiny, so they're not as easy to cut out as the larger floral pieces. But I think they do just add that little something. So I did spend some time cutting those up. Even though sometimes I regret starting things like this where you've got these really tiny little pieces, but I managed to cut them, and I'm so glad I did, because it definitely added a little something that this page needed. I'm adding on some fussy cut butterflies, again from the pattern paper, and I'm sticking with those colours with the light blue, the navy and the pink. And I pop the wings up on foam and add some double-sided tape in the middle, just to give the illusion that they're flying up the page. And I think, what am I sticking down now? The last butterfly, which I'm going to add to the top. So it really does look like they're flying up the page past Darcy and off into the sky. And I really like that I've added rainbows on this page, because Darcy always notices that when she blows a bubble and looks at it, it looks like it's got a rainbow inside. And maybe that's why she really loves bubbles. I'm not sure, because she's rainbow obsessed. Her bedroom's all rainbow. And I'm actually kind of hoarding one of the 12x12 papers from this collection with the big rainbow on, because I'm half tempted to actually frame it and put it up in Darcy's room. But we'll see. I might end up using it. But it actually matches her bedroom like perfectly. So I might just have to sacrifice that piece and have it up on Darcy's wall instead. I've stuck down all the little flowers that I cut out from the pattern paper. Again, they're in the same colours that I've used throughout the page, which is the blues and the pinks. And now now I'm trying to stick down my title. I'm not quite sure. It did take me some time to kind of figure out what I wanted to title this page. I was thinking of going along the lines of bubbles or something like that. But in the end, I went for backyard fun. Like I said, this photo was taken in lockdown. We could only use our own outdoor space. So I felt like this title worked really well for the story. And she was having fun, you know, she was playing with bubbles, she was outside, which at the time, obviously, just being outside was such a special thing, especially for young children that need to burn off that energy, and be outside in the fresh air rather than stuck indoors all the time. Now I'm bringing in some sequins. These are iridescent sequins. So I love how they kind of complement the colours that I've used on this page. But you know, they still have that little bit of sparkle that's always needed on a page. So these definitely were the perfect finishing touch for this page. Now, I wish I was better at making them look more like they kind of just fell there and that's where they are. But I can't, I mess too much and I end up moving them and feeling like that, oh, that one doesn't look right, so I'll move it. And then before I know it, I've moved them all and put them wherever I wanted them to go instead. So this page is now finished and my close-ups will be coming up now. Please do check out the Scrap Squad Facebook group, and please do join in with us because we really do love looking at everyone's pages. And I will be back next week with another Scraplift from Scrap Squad. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.